Hello students, today we are going to discuss the next topic of class 7 Civics chapter 5 Schooling and Education today. Today both girls and boys join the school in large numbers, yet there still remains differences between the education of girls and boys. Today, education is the right of both boys and girls. Despite that, only 50% of the girls receive an education. India has a census every 10 years, which counts the populations of the country, and it also collects the detailed informations about the Indian peoples, about their educations, age, what work they do, and so on. And this information is used to measure the things like the literacy and sex ratio. Literacy ratio means the number of educated peoples, and the sex ratio means the ratio of men and women. So a huge number of SC and ST children leave a school at an early age. The 2014 census even shows that Muslim girls are less likely than Dalit girls to complete primary education. So look at this average annual dropout rate in school educations. According to these reports, that SC and ST girls leave the school at a rate that is so much higher than the category all girls. So this shows that girls who are from Adivasi and Dalit backgrounds are less likely to stay in a school. And in 2001 census, it is also found that Muslim girls are less likely than Adivasis and Dalit girls to complete their primary school educations. So while a Muslim girl is likely to remain in a school for around 3 years, and girls from other communities spend only about 4 years in school. So there were many reasons why children from Adivasi, Dalit and Muslim communities do not stay in schools. So these reasons are non-availability of teachers and schools. That means in several parts of the country, especially in a poor and rural areas, there may not even be a proper schools nor teachers who can teach on a regular basis. Next reason is cost of education, means several families are too poor and they are unable to bear the cost of educations all the children. Indifferent attitude of teachers and parents are responsible for the negligence, means lack of a care of education. And many children is also leave the school because they are discriminated against by their classmates and teachers. So now we will move to the next topic, women's movement. Girls and women now have the right to learn and to join the schools. So there are many areas where the situation of girls and women has improved. These changes have not occurred automatically. So when women have individually and collectively struggled to bring about changes, and this struggles is called the women's movement. So different strategies have been used to spread awareness, fight discriminations and seek justice. So these movements are related to campaigning, raising awareness, protesting and showing the solidarity. So first one is a campaigning. Violence against the women and campaigns to fight the discriminations are an important part of the women's movements. So an important part of the women's movements was campaign. Campaign means a plan to do a number of things in order to achieve a special aim. So the campaigns have led to the making of new laws. So a law was implemented in 2006 against domestic violence, which states that women who face physical and mental violence within their homes will get some legal protection. And the Supreme Court formulated guidelines in 1997 to protect women against sexual harassments at the workplace and within educational institutions. Second way of women's movements is raising awareness, means women's movements messages have been spread through songs, street plays and public meetings. So the main aim of this rising awareness is to raise the awareness of pupils on the issues of women's rights. The next one is protesting. The women's movement raises its voice when violation against women occurs. Violations means when someone forcefully breaks a law or a rule. So when a policy or law acts against their interest, women's interest, so public demonstrations and rallies are a very powerful way of carrying attentions to injustice towards women. And last one is showing solidarities. Solidarities means to support of one group of peoples for another because they agree with their aim. So the movement of women is also about representing solidarities with other causes and women. So now your chapter 5 civics has to be completed, and next class we will discuss about in our next chapter. Thank you.